Honda was created on the 24th September 1948, a company which has revolutionized the motor industry and is continuously reshaping the world as we know it. During the last 63 years of operation, Honda has had to continuously adapt through challenging environments which include the most recent global financial crisis of 2008, climate change, environmental disasters and shortage of natural resources. This means that they had to venture out and seek opportunities, adapt and diversify while minimizing risk and dealing with threats to ensure survival and growth. In 2011, Honda generated a worldwide revenue of $107 billion and holds assets worth in excess of over $139 billion. They currently employ over 179,000 members of staff worldwide. The revenue generated is derived from products ranging from automobiles, motorcycles, robotics, jets, engines and solar cells.
Honda is the leading car manufacturing company due to the innovative and unique products which are generated by research and development units. Honda has also a reputation for producing high-quality products. They are well known for the hybrid technology and also have a good marketing and commercial advertising. Honda prices are higher for non-luxury vehicles compared to other companies. They have high prices because of the latest technology used, so it can be difficult to keep price low. Another weakness can be the fact that Honda focuses more on international deposits than domestic deposits. However, there is an increased demand for hybrid electric vehicles, which is good for Honda. They are also predicting low emission and other alternative power sources as well. Another area of opportunity for Honda is developing Asian markets, such as China and India. These are large, cheap, and dependable markets. The major threats for Honda are the economic slowdown, which is reducing the number of car producing, and the lower cost competitors.
The government has introduced a proposal to limit the number of cars being made in the UK in an attempt to popularise public transport. Various types of taxes can also affect the success of the company. The cost of petrol is constantly increasing. Honda is accommodating for the market by introducing cars such as the 1.4 Honda Jazz. The exchange rate is making cars more expensive in the UK. For every pound is equivalent to 121.6 yen. Language barriers is a social factor. The company prefers to do in English. Previously, we were paid for our spare car parts, but we must now pay a fee to dispose of a vehicle. The company is constantly adding additional features to modernise cars. Honda has introduced environmentally friendly cars such as the hybrid. Honda also developed IV Tech engines providing clean emissions. Honda has faced various lawsuits, such as the rear brake settlement, the generalised Honda Civic lawsuit, and the Honda Civic Sun Visor lawsuit of 2011. Honda is meeting the UK environmental policy. In 2008, the company attempted to incinerate emissions and reduce VOC levels by introducing bumper paint lines. Honda has recently been exporting cars from Swindon to Belgium using rail, reducing air and noise pollution and congestion. From 1999 to 2011, Honda has reduced gas and electricity consumption by 58%.
Honda has been cutting back on production capacity and has shelved some plans by delaying others. Among the latest developments for Honda is their announcement that several programs have been cancelled, including an all-new S2000 Roadster, a line of rear-wheel driving Acuras, a V8 engine, and at least one hybrid. The earthquake and tsunami in March impacted negatively on wider growth on Japan, and the national economy contracted by 0.9% in the period by shortages of supplies caused by the disruption caused industrial and consumer prices to increase.
It's true to say that the average person cannot come along and start manufacturing automobiles. As a result, the threat of new entrants to the industry is very low. This is due to the existence of strong competitors such as Toyota, Ford, Volkswagen, Vauxhall, and many more. In essence, they tend to act as deterrents by raising the entry barrier to the market further. The automobile supply business is quite fragmented, as there are many firms. The majority of suppliers rely on one or two automakers to buy the majority of their products. If an automaker decides to switch suppliers, it could be devastating to the previous supplier's business. As a result, suppliers are extremely susceptible to the demands and requirements of the automobile manufacturer, and therefore hold very little power. Historically, the bargaining power of automakers went unchallenged. However, consumers became disenchanted with many of the products being offered by certain automakers and began looking for alternatives. On the other hand, while consumers are very price sensitive, they do not have much buying power as they never purchase huge volumes of cars. The higher the cost of operating a vehicle, the more likely that people will seek alternative transportation options, such as walking, taking the train, the airplane, bus or taxi to get to their destination depending on their geographical placement. The price of gasoline has a large effect on consumers' decisions to buy vehicles. Trucks and sport utility vehicles have higher profit margins, but they also guzzle gas compared to the smaller vehicles and light trucks. High competitive industries generally earn low returns because the cost of competition is high. The auto industry is considered to be an oligopoly, which helps to minimize the effects of price-based competition. The automakers understand that price-based competition does not necessarily lead to increase in the size of the marketplace. Historically, they have tried to avoid price-based competition, but more recently the competition has intensified. Rebates, preferred financing and long-term warranties have helped to lure in customers, but they also put pressure on the profit margins for vehicle sales.